Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Hoy se enfrentan España y Portugal.
Crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that.
Are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So that's got things underway. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Rafael Leao. Can he get away here? No, he refuses to take the bait. Chance here to counter. And that could set him on his way. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a promising position. Hangs one in. Mendes with the clearance. Bernardo Silva. Now that's well seen too. Looking wide. Rafael Leao. Can he get on the end of this? That's good play. Raul makes the interception. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Played down the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal picks it up out wide. Yamal going face to face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Raul. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto pinches it off him. Now it's Williams. Ruben Dias cuts it out.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Mendes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Shifted it to the flank. He has a look up. Crosses it in. Shot a goal! Goal! Portugal! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vitinha.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedro Neto in acres of space. Getting up there! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Rodri. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Williams. Spain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rafael Leao. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Picked out, brilliant chance, surely! Dispatched clinically. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
En el minuto 37, el dorsal 19.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Rafael Leao. Xavi Alonso. Eric Garcia. Now it's Williams. Now, can they get him away? Oyarzabal receives it in a good position here. Incoming delivery. Impressive jump. And it's a goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and better perfectly.
En el minuto 43, el dorsal 10.
Spain leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, good-looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Raul running with the ball, nicely spread. And here's Yamal. Now it's Oyarzabal. And the finish! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. So there was the first half.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Spain are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Xabi Alonso. Now it's Yamal. And it's Rodri. And here's Raul. And he's there to make the block. Xabi Alonso goes short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for the run. Yamal. But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. And it's Vitinha. There's the crossfield ball. Here's Rafael Leao. And it's Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. Over to the right flank.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nico Williams receives it in a wide position. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Albert Ferrer. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Xabi Alonso with the short one. Alba Ferrer delivers.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Rafael Leao. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Nico Williams. Spain have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Nico Williams finding himself in space. Oyarzabal is flagged offside.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 8.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off. That has not gone well. Mendes has created one goal already. It's a really well-measured ball. The ball goes in. Cleared away. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, such a clever touch. Nico Williams has it out wide and in space.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Diogo Costa getting this one clear. Played out to the left flank. That's Nunes. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely manic.
And it's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Spain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Nico Williams taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Carreras gets it clear. Space for him to turn and look. Joao Felix with the cross. Albert Ferrer can get it clear. Eric Garcia clears without hesitation. Ruben Dias. And it's Cancelo. He's in plenty of space here. He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! There's his goal! Deep, deep into injury time! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Portugal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
He's found a way through. Now the delivery. Oh, good effort. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 16 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 17.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.